Hello, welcome to In the Red Corner. Thank you for joining. Just thought I'd do a quick video about a game that we played last Tuesday at Oakwell against Peterborough. But before I get into that, just please, if you can, subscribe if you've not already done so. Help build channel up, comment, share, and let me know what you think in general. So yeah, just a quick video about game. Well, what can you say? A 3-1 defeat. I thought first half, I thought we played alright. I thought we played well, to be honest. Some passage of plays, what we did, I thought were really good. We were creating chances, we were playing as a team. And yeah, played well. Just we aren't put ball at back at net, and I think that's an issue as well. That might be one of the factors this season if you don't get that sorted out one way or another. But yeah, I've just said on Barnsley Sport, if you've not seen that yet, have a look on Barnsley Sport website. All creators do write-ups about games, and I put on mine. I think it was a game of two halves. Me, first half played really well, apart from putting, like I said, ball at back at net. Second half, yeah, I know Cotter scored, and I think Cotter, who's been taking some stick in past, I think he looks good. I think he's a good player. He seems a different player under Collins, but I know he didn't get much game time, and I think that's sometimes what people forgets when he was playing for us under Duff. But now he's got more play time and minutes under his belt. I think he's looking quality. Me, looks good, and I was pleased for him when he got goal. I think he deserved it. But after that, I thought we just fell apart. I do think Collins, Neil Collins needs to take a share at blame as well. I personally think he got it wrong as well. Changing front two straight away, I think that disrupted us as well. It just won't, well, it won't even gain up to him at one point, and it just won't stick in. I thought Cole did alright. He was running and closing their players down in first half, and I was surprised he took him off, if I'm honest. And I know Waters didn't have the best game ever, but he just fetches that little bit of experience. And I personally would have just kept him on just for that, me. But yeah, I was surprised we did a double substitution up front. And all due respect to Shaw and Dallas, but I'm not quite convinced on Shaw at the minute. I know he's lacking game time, but when he's starting coming on, I don't know what to make on him, but it's still early doors, give him chance, I suppose. And I know people will be saying that already about people who's mourning because we've lost 3-1 at home to Peterborough, but I don't care if it's third game in or 30th game, you've got to call it out as it is. You can't just wait for a set amount of games. If they play well, I'll praise them. If they play garbage, like I think they did overall on Tuesday, again, I'll call it out. That's how I am, and that's what we do on channel. So yeah, I think Collins got it wrong. I think he got his tactics wrong as well, if I'm honest. I think lack of experience showed at back. Yeah, I know we've got Kitchen and Williams as well, but I don't know, it just sent to as though, I thought anyway, that we were just lacking like a leader. It's probably all but Anderson's left, and all due respect to Lapata, yeah, I think that's probably a game that you'll want to forget, especially at second half. In Kitchen, I think he were poor, honestly do. Some people's thinking that his head is at other places, like thinking about transfer speculation. It probably is. It's got to affect them, and that they're just human beings. Yeah, so I don't think Kitchen had a fantastic game. Russell, I thought Russell were very poor again. Yeah, he had that shot, what was saved. But apart from that, it just looks very pedestrian-like. It looks like he's just having a kick out at park sometimes. It just looks very, very slow. And I was surprised that we put Phillips back on to try and get him up to speed. I'd personally think, well, I personally would, I'd start him on Saturday, me. And I think there might be a few other changes. That French lad, I can't remember his name. Well, I can, but I can't pronounce it. Let me have a go. Where is he? D. Gavani. I think that's how you pronounce it. He came on. Didn't really see much on him. Really, a bit hard to tell, you know, how he's going to do. But I wouldn't be surprised if he starts on Saturday. Whether Kitchen goes before Saturday or not, I don't know. I'll be very, very surprised if he's here end at transfer window. Styles, I thought he looked alright. I thought he did well. Again, a lot of people thinking that he's just waiting for transfer to come in so he can go. But I thought he did alright. Can't knock him. Cadden, again, I thought he played well. But they were just, I don't know, it just looked so disjointed at second half, and a game to forget, definitely. Poor. It was very, very poor overall. And again, like I say, it just shows, it highlights lack of inexperience that we've got, especially off at bench at minute. I mean, it was unused subs were Lofthouse and Chapman. Are they going to, if we put them on, are they really going to make a difference? Probably not. It's a lot to ask. So I know there's players coming back from injury, but I still think we need some players in, because again, if players get injured or suspended, we're back to square one. When they come back, we're just slight in places, and I think that's a bit of a concern. Honestly do. I think we need some players in. And it probably won't happen, but experienced players who's been in League One. We're not asking for them to spend millions and millions on like a right back or out like that. Just players who's been there and knows league. That's all we ask for, and that's what it showed. It showed that on Tuesday against Peterborough. I mean, all due respect to Peterborough, even they are keeping the best players together. That Clark Harris, great striker in this league. I'm surprised they've still kept him. I think he's still on transfer list anyway, but all due respect to them, they've still kept him. Whether, I don't know if they've turned bids down or whatever, but you know, I can't see us doing that. We like Styles and stuff. So yeah, even like I say, even clubs like Peterborough are just keeping the best players. But now we've always got to start again from afresh every season, and it's, I don't know, I'm going to say it's wearing a bit thin, but it's just becoming norm now. But it's just really, really annoying. I still think we need another striker in, like a target man type player. I'd send Shaw out on loan if that were a possibility, and get another striker in. A tall striker, I think. Somebody who can hold ball up. And possibly midfield as well, bit of experience. Well, you know, all departments Ideally that's what we need, but we know it's just not going to happen. But at back, I do think it's a little bit, again, I know people will be saying it's only third game in, negative, this, that and other, but like I said, you've got to call it up for what it is, and call it on every game. And we did look shaky at back. So I think it's a bit of a concern at minute, but am I overreacting? Let me know what you think. But yeah, Saturday we move on to Oxford at home, and that's going to be a tough game. They've got to be on it, our defenders. Well, every player has from minute one against Oxford, because they're a decent team as well. So it's going to be another tough test. Not just for players but for Collins as well. He needs to get, like I said, players up after that defeat from Tuesday. It's a test all the way around, from staff to players, not supporters, because I think we've all seen it loads and loads of times happening. We just seem to be picking, and again, no disrespect at players, but we seem to be picking players up from like non-league, and hopefully we're going to be hoping that we've got some players that can play in League One or above, and it's a big ask. So yeah, we just, again, it's the word experience. It always seems to be a little bit of a swear word when Barnsley uses it. If they, I mean, yeah, if we want to sell young players, then that's fine. That's what we've always done anyway. But surely adding experience into teams going to fetch on younger players anyway. So wouldn't that make them a better player overall? Surely it does. But I don't know. I don't know what's going off. I personally think we do need players in who, like I said, who's been there and done it. But there we go. So yeah, move on to Oxford, and let me know what you think about that one. And whether you agree or disagree, just please let me know. And if you can, like I say, share channel, subscribe if you've not already done so. And if you can afford it, there's a Ko-Fi link, and every donation helps to channel. I'm going to try and get my first aim is to try and get a background with in the red corners logo on and here, and just help keep channel going and make it better. So yeah, there we go. Let me know what you think. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.